my coffee. Coffee is what makes good vlogs. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to 2 Pixel Wide. So of course, like I've mentioned numerous times, I'm going to school. And I'm sure you guys are so sick of hearing about Chris is going to school. But you know, at the end of the day, this is a vlog and that's what's going on in my life, so deal with it. So I'm in my first year and we're going through all this stuff. The second years right now are doing documentaries. And one of the groups of second years decided they wanted to do a documentary on me, which I found to be really weird, but that really got me to thinking about my life on YouTube and my life in content creation, which really started in 2012, right? Because I made my first video here on this channel in 2012. That first video that's still there today was actually the very first video I ever made on 2 Pixel Wide. I had a personal YouTube account way back in the day that I just posted nonsense to. 2 Pixel Wide was really where I wanted to get serious with content creation, and it's so weird to actually go back and look at some of that stuff. You know, you start to realize where your passions have always been, and it's weird because, you know, when I created 2 Pixel Wide, when I created this channel, like this channel is the first use of 2 Pixel Wide as sort of a brand or a name or whatever, and when I created this, I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something big. When I first created 2 Pixel Wide, it was the YouTube channel, of course, and then, you know, I got the .com, 2pixelwide.com, and what I wanted to do was actually make an entire website devoted to video games and news about video games and writing about them and doing things like reviews and previews, and like not so much that I wanted to talk about games, but I wanted to create. And I always had a passion for video games, and I have a lot of knowledge about video games. So of course, when I get this itch to create something, I'm going to create it about video games because that's what I know. So I got my phone at the time. I think it was an iPhone 4 at the time, and I set it up and I sat in front of it and I did a little video about what I was going to do. Hi, and welcome to 2 Pixel Wide. And it's kind of funny to see that video now and go back and just think about all the things that didn't happen or all the things that did happen. Like 2pixelwide.com never got off the ground. I never actually created a website, but you know, I talk about making videos about games. I made a bunch of videos about games. I talked about doing a weekly news thing. I think I did 2 episodes of that. I talked about doing a podcast. I did 2 of those. But yeah, like I jumbled around quite a lot, but I made a lot of content. If you go back, there's like 38 pages of videos. There's thousands of videos on this freaking stream, on this website at this point. It's absurd how many videos, but I like being able to go back and look at the bad stuff. You know, those first few videos where I was like, I don't know how to capture videos, so I'll just take my phone and point it at my TV and then also try to play Minecraft at the same time. Like, I think one of my first videos is me playing the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft by me pointing my phone camera at the screen and playing the game. It did not go well. That video is legitimately terrible. It's so bad. But then I got a copy of Fraps and I did a video of Portal or something, and it met that passion. It met that thing. It was just like, I want to create, I want to solve problems. One of the things about those early days that I kind of really miss is the problem solving. It's like, how am I going to capture this? How am I going to do this? I don't have any of the things I need to create, so how am I going to do this? And you know, those first few videos, as bad as they are, problem solving. I was solving a problem. I was like, okay, I don't have a camera, I don't have a microphone, I don't have anything, so what am I going to do? Well, I have a phone, and I can point that at the screen. I can get some shitty video of me playing Minecraft, and that'll be that. And then, you know, I was like, okay, I can get this copy of Fraps. Fraps isn't too expensive. Let's get that. Let's actually capture some real video of a real video game being played on the PC. I don't really have a good PC, so what game can I play? I can play Portal. Portal runs on everything, so let's play some Portal. Let's get that. Okay, well, I still don't own a microphone, so how am I going to talk over these games if I don't own a microphone? Well, one of the things I did early on, actually, which was fun, and I don't know if you can really notice it in those early videos. You probably can. I would record the video of the game being played, and then I would use my phone to record a voiceover after the fact. So I would record me just playing the game for a while, and then I would play it back, and I would actually use the voice recorder on my phone, and I would record the voiceover that way as if I was playing it at the time. So it was sort of a cheat, but it was fun. It was solving a problem. And one of the things that I really love is solving problems, and I thrive on that stuff. And I think a lot of content creation is problem solving, and I freaking love it. I love it so much. When I started live streaming a few years back, like, that's really where I found that passion for problem solving. And I've always loved the tech. I've always loved the thing. You know, I have this really nice microphone, and I have this mixer board, and I have all these toys, but I love being able to solve the problems. All that to say, you know, sometimes, you know, I even ask myself this. It's like, why don't I live stream anymore? Why don't I make YouTube anymore? Like, why don't I do these things that I used to do? And I'm learning such cool stuff, but I have a passion for content creation. I have a passion to make things, to do things, and I don't do a lot of that now because I feel like I'm still learning. When I started live streaming, it was because I found it really fun to interact with people while I was playing the games. And live streaming gave me different problems to solve than general YouTubing, you know. At that point, I got myself a microphone, I got myself all these things for YouTube, and I didn't have a whole lot of problems to solve, so I created problems to solve by starting live streaming. And when I did that first 24-hour live stream, it was so bad. It was so bad. Like, the first hour or so of that live stream is me fucking with the Elgato game capture because that thing just sucked and didn't work. So I had to play all the rest of the games on the PC, but that sparked something in me where it's like, this could be fun. This could be really fun. Not only is it really fun to play video games with people as they're, you know, chatting with you and stuff and building that community and playing games with your friends. You know, a lot of what live streaming is playing games with your friends and having just conversations, and that's really the cool thing. But another really cool thing about live streaming to me was the problem solving, was how am I going to get this video from this thing? How am I going to get this audio from this thing? How am I going to make it look the best it can? And that was the hardest thing, is really getting away from live streaming in order to refocus on content creation and learning about it and doing that. And when I started school, it was made very apparent right away that I was not going to have time to do any live streaming. You know, I'm at a point in my life right now where I have a wife, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. I have schoolwork now. My life is busy. I don't have time to do things that I'm not 100% passionate about anymore. And I'm not 100% passionate about live streaming. I think I've always been passionate about the idea of content creation and making things that people want to watch. But I think more and more I want to create that single video. One of the things that always really bothered me about the live streaming and how it impacted my YouTube is that I was dumping literally hundreds of videos on the YouTube that nobody was going to watch. You know, because it's like I have hundreds of videos of me playing like Persona, and it's just these long gameplay videos of just me playing that game. There's no content there. I want to make a single video that has some meaning to it. I don't want to make 100 videos of this single thing that nobody really cares about. I want to do something really cool. Anyway, I better cut this short now. But I've really just been thinking a lot about where I am as opposed to where I was back in 2012, and how in some ways I'm actually getting back to where I was in 2012 and the passion for content creation and the passion for doing these things. And hopefully as time progresses, I get better and do more. So that's sort of my challenge for myself for the next while, is really when I'm doing stuff, turn on the video and, you know, stitch it together into something that tells a story. Because one of the things I don't do at all is really tell visual stories. I've never gone out there and told a good visual story, and I want to. I have a need to. Here's me ranting and raving and saying about 300 million too many words, and I'm gonna go now. This has been the weekly vlog. Thank you guys for being here and being awesome as always. Remember to hit that like button or whatever, hit the subscribe thing, because again, it's TikTok and YouTube. Anyway, thanks for coming to 2 Pixel Wide. Peace out. Have a good one.